Assalamu alaikum. Today we will be covering the second part of mensuration in which we have 3D objects. Okay, so let's start with this question. All right. The solid above consists of a cone. So there is a cone with base radius r. So this is the cone and that is on top of a cylinder. The height of this cylinder is twice the height of the cone. The total height is 8 centimeters. So if the total height is 8 centimeters, we can say that, let's say if this is small h, so this is 2 times the height of the cone. So ये हो जाएगा 2h. And that means 2h plus h will give you the big H, the total height. Right? Okay, find an expressions in terms of pi, r and h for the volume of the solid. The total height of the solid is 8 centimeters. ठीक है. So now we will find, first let's find the heights in terms of the capital H, because that is how we need to express our volume, right? So the small h is equal to capital H upon 3. So the height over here is h upon 3 and this height is 2h upon 3. All right. Volume of the solid. So volume of cone is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. So 1 upon 3 pi r square and h, my height is h upon 3. So it will become h upon 3 plus the height of the cylinder. The volume of the cylinder. Now volume of cylinder will be pi r square h. Base area into height. So my base is a circle, pi r square h. Okay. So that will be pi r square. And h is 2h upon 3. 2h upon 3. Okay, so this will be 1 upon 9 pi r square h plus 2 pi r square h upon 3. So this is my answer in simplest form of the volume of the solid. Now let's look at the next part. It is given that r is 10 and height of the cone is 15. They have only given the height of the cone. Show that the slant height of the cone is 18.0 centimeter. So let's say this is our cone. Let's draw it over here. Now, if the height is 15 and the slant height we need to find and the radius is 10. This is a 90-degree triangle. And we can easily find the slant height by Pythagoras theorem. So 15 square plus 10 square equals x square. That is our slant height, x. So 15 square will give me 225. 225 plus 100. That is 325. And then if I under root 325, I will under root x and I will under root 325. So under root 325 gives me 18.027, which I can round off to, rather 18.028, which I can round off to 18.0, nearest to 1 decimal place. Alright, now let's solve this question. So in diagram 1, ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 8. ABC, this is 8 and this is also 8. It's an equilateral triangle. Okay. D and E are midpoints of AC and BC respectively. BD and AE intersect at F. Find the area of ABC. Okay, so for area of ABC, easy, half base into height. My base is 8 and how will I find this height? I can easily apply Pythagoras theorem. If this is 8 and if this is the midpoint, this will be 4. And this is 8. So basically x square plus 4 square equals 64. 64 minus 16, that will give me 48. So x square equals 48. And under root 48 will give me 4 under root 3. So half, base is 8 multiplied by 4 under root 3. So this will be 8 2s are 16. 16 under root 3. Show that AFB equals 120 degrees. AFB, that means this angle. Now, we know that this angle is a 60 degrees. And we know that this is actually bisecting B and C. It is breaking it into half. So that means this will become 30. And this will also become 30 because this will also become an angle bisector to A. Similarly, over here, this will become 30. We know these angles are 60. 60 plus 60 plus 60, 180. So 30 plus 30 will give me a 60 and 180 minus 60 gives 120. So we have shown like this. So what will we write? We can write that BAF equals 30 because of the angle bisector. Similarly, ABF equals 30 degrees, right? And then 180 minus 60. That is 120 degrees. Calculate AF. Okay, one thing we know for sure is that this is an isosceles triangle. We can break it into half. We can say that this will be a 90 degrees and this will become 120 divided by 2, that is 60. Right? Now we need to find this AF. Okay? So first what we can do is, we already have this 8. We can say that this is 4 and this is 4. Okay, so we can use the trigonometric identities. Sorry, not the trigonometric identities, rather the trigonometric ratios. All right. So this is our hypotenuse. AF is our hypotenuse. This angle is 60. This is 60 and on its opposite there is 4. So we can say that this is our opposite. Okay. So we can use sine. So sine 60 equals opposite upon hypotenuse, which we need to find AF. So basically AF will be 4 upon sine 60. 4 upon sine 60. That is 8 under root 3 upon 3. That is our AF. Okay, now the B part of this, the equilateral triangle of side 8 cm in diagram 1 forms the base of the triangular pyramid. Okay, and they have given us the volume of the pyramid formula. VABC. So this equilateral triangle used in the previous question, this one, ABC, that is used to form a pyramid. So just to get a clearer picture. Okay, the vertex V is vertically above FC. Above F, VA, VB, VC, all of them are 8 centimeters. Okay, so even this is 8, this is 8, and this is so of course, yes, if we look at it that way, so that's basically the slant length, that is, yes, 8, equal in all the cases. So, and basically we know that what was the length BC. We already know that from the previous part. BC is also 8. Okay, so these, if you see, they are forming equilateral triangles. Even these are forming it. Calculate the surface area of the pyramid. Surface area, what do we basically do? We will take the area of all the sides. So first things first, about our base. What was the area of the base? We had already found it. That was 16 under root 3. And if you notice one thing, we have all other 3 triangles Same. They are also 8, 8, 8. So, of course, the area will also be same. Again, I'm telling you, how did we find the area? We took this as our half of the base. We didn't know the height. We will find the height. This is 8. So 8 square is 64 minus 16. We are using Pythagoras theorem. Under root 48 gives me 4 under root 3. 4 under root 3 will be multiplied with the base and then divide by 2. So that is how we got 16 under root 3. Now we know all the other 3 triangles are also same and one base. So we will actually multiply this with 4. So what is 4 multiplied by 16? That is 64 under root 3. So answer is 64 under root 3 centimeter squared. And if we do not want it in this way, in the exact form, 64 under root 3, so we can convert it into decimal form, that is 110.85. And according to 3 significant figures, it will be 110.9. Okay, calculate the volume. 1 upon 3 base area. Base area is 16 under root 3 into height. Now, we do not know this height. Wait, let me mark it with another pen. We are not aware of this height. Now, how can we find this height? See, I've made this triangle. We know that this is the height of the actual triangle. The triangle VBC. What is the height of triangle VBC? That's 4 under root 3. What is this? This is the base. This is the base, and base, half of the base rather. That is 4. Okay, we need to find this part, that is the height. Okay, so let's do this. 4 square plus x square equals 4 under root 3 whole square. 4 under root 3 whole square is a 48. 48 minus 16, because 4 square is 16. That is 32. So under root 32 will give me 4 under root 2. So that is my height. Alright, so this will be 16 multiplied by 4. That is 64 divided by 3. 64 upon 3, and now we will deal with the under roots. That is under root 3 multiplied by under root 2. That is under root 6. So yes, this is our answer. We can write 64 upon 3 as 21 whole, 1 upon 3. Or you can even give your answer in decimal. Or 21 whole under root 6 upon 3. Right? A pyramid P is geometrically similar to VABC and its volume is 1 upon 64 of the volume of VABC. This is the volume of VABC. So the length of an edge of P. Achha, we need to under root this 1 upon 64. Then only we will get the ratio of, rather we will put a cube root. Then only we will get the ratios of length. So it's 1 upon 4. So basically it's 1 upon 64. That means find the length of an edge of P. Since this is 8, we will 8 divided by 4. That will give us 2. So it's 2 centimeter. Right? Because that was 1 upon 64th of volume of VABC. That means it was smaller than VABC. So this shows us that when we cube root it, that means 1 upon 4, the length of the pyramid P will be 1/4 of the length of VABC. Length. So VABC's length of an edge is 8. 8 divided by 4 gives me 2. Okay, now we will be doing this question, and this question I'm only doing so that we understand कि ये curve surface area क्या होता है. Now, this is a cone. One thing, it has a circle, and then it has this area. which is, the whole, like for example, we can compare it with the ice cream cone, जो उसका जो है ना वो पार्ट होता है सर्कल, वो तो होता ही नहीं है उसमें, तो जो बाकी बच गया वो वाले पार्ट की हम बात करें, दैट इज नोन एज द कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया. और उस कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया, द एरिया ऑफ द कर्व्ड सरफेस एरिया of radius r and slant height l is pi rl. So pi rl, this is how we find. That is why the area of the cone is pi rl plus pi r square, क्योंकि pi r square जो है वो इसका होता है. अच्छा, अभी हमें वो निकालना है रेडियस, ठीक है. द डायमीटर इज 8, सो द रेडियस विल बी 4. ACB उन्होंने हमें 40 डिग्रीज बता दिया है, ठीक है. अच्छा, वी कैन इवन टेक दिस एरिया, ये जो कोन का होता है, हम इसको एक सेंस में वी कैन टेक इट एज अ सेक्टर, एरिया ऑफ द सेक्टर, बिकॉज अगर हम उसे ओपन कर दें पूरा, सो इट इज बेसिकली अ सेक्टर. ओके, तो ये 40 हमें बेसिकली इस सेक्टर का ही एरिया निकालना है, राइट. दिस इज आर. सो बेसिकली हाउ डू वी फाइंड 40 over 360 into pi r square, right? We know that r is 4, so 4 square 16. अच्छा, ये हम लोग इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर लेते हैं. 40 upon 360 है, तो 4 divided by 36 is 9. 1 upon 9. So 1 upon 9, that makes it 16 upon 9 pi. This is, we have the area of the curved surface. So we can even take the curved surface. Curved surface is basically the this surface. Let's say this is hollow. So basically when we open it up, so this part will open like this, and then this will be a sector, right? So this is how we will open it, and this is how we will get the curved surface area. All right, let's do this question. This is a cuboid, and we need to find the total surface area. So this part is 10x, the area of this part. There will be two parts for each, right? If this is x, this will also be x, this will be 6x. This is 10 and this is 6. This becomes 60. So this will be 2 times 60 plus 10x plus 6x. This is 120 plus 32x. So this is basically the expression for the total surface area. Now it says that this total surface area is 376. We need to find an equation in x. We already have an equation in x, and find the height of the cuboid. Now this is the height. So we already got the equation. Now we just need to find x. So 376 minus 120 will give us 256. Divide by 32. That gives us 8. So x is equal to 8. That is the height. Right? So we are also done with this question. It was quite an easy one. Okay, this is the last question which we will be doing. Shape 1 is a cylinder with radius 4 and height h. The volume is 1500 centimeter cube. How do we find, what is the formula of volume? We need, because we need to find h. So that is pi r square h. R is 4. So 16 pi h will give me 1500. So 1500 divided by 16 pi will be my h value. That is 29.84. So 29.8 in 3 significant figures, 29.8 centimeters. Shape 1 is made by pouring liquid into a mold at a rate of 0.9 liters per minute. Find the number of seconds it takes to pour this liquid into the mold. Okay, so shape 1, how will the shape 1 be made? Basically, they're pouring a liquid into a mold at a rate of 0.9 liters per minute. So we know that the volume of the liquid will be same, and the height, basically the height covered will be the same. So that is 29.8 centimeter, right? But okay, we know that the volume is 1500 centimeter cube. Okay, so 1500 centimeter cube will be 1.5 liter. Now basically it takes 0.9 liter take 1 minute, right? How much time will 1.5 liters take? That is x, right? So 1.5 divided by 0.9. That tells us that it will take 5 upon 3 minutes. Now since this is in minutes, we want to convert it in seconds. We will multiply it by 60. Okay, so that will give me 100. That means 100 seconds. Right. Okay. Shape 2 is a prism of length 8 centimeter with a triangular cross section. 5x, 12x are the sides. Okay. Given that shape 2 also has a volume of 1500, we have to find x. So basically what will we do? We will do cross section into height. So our cross section, area of cross section will be half base into height. Base is 5x and height is 12x. So this is area of cross section into the height. This will be the height basically. This is 8. Right? So this will be 1500. 2 ones are 2, 4s are 4 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 5. This will give me 240. 1500 divided by 240. That gives me 6.25. So x square is 6.25. Or we can, let's take it as 25 upon 4. We will under root it. So this will give me 5 over 2. That is 2.5. Right? So we have done a few questions and here we have completed mensuration topic. I had done questions for 2D shapes in a different video. So you can find that video and you can do those questions as well. Thank you.